So welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time on the channel, we talk about real estate, investing, personal finance, and business. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like, ring the bell, and then we'll notify you when we do a new video. Today we're talking about 4 side hustles that I actually did back in 2009 and 2010. When there was a little bit of a recession, there wasn't as many jobs as in abundance as there are right now. So the 4 side hustles that I did, they involved buying and selling a product. So the first one that I did was Toyota trucks. The second one was Toyota cars. And the third one was trailers, enclosed trailers, and then car hauler trailers. Or the fourth one was mobile home seller financing. You buy a mobile home and then you can sell it to somebody using seller financing, so you collect the payments over a 10-year period. So the first way that I made a lot of money, anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000 on each transaction, was to look on classified ads, sometimes in different states, sometimes where you are locally, but you can email people and you can text people over a period of time, sometimes a couple of days, sometimes a week, sometimes a couple of months, is you can continue to bargain with them to get their price lower and lower and lower on a Toyota truck. So let's say they're asking $4,000, and you continue to, barter with them and get them lower and lower and lower through email or through text down to like $2,000, and then you go out and look at it, and then you can pay $2,000 cash for it, and then you can take it home, you can clean it up, you can wash it, you can vacuum it, you can wax it, you can pop the engine open, and you can kind of make the engine all a little bit cleaner, clean up the tires and the wheels and everything really nice, and then you can sell it in a different location than where you bought it for $2,000 in profit or $3,000 in profit. So I did that probably about 20 times on Toyota trucks back in 2009 and 2010. So very easy way to make some money. Just put your time and effort into looking for those good deals. You make the money when you barter the person down to a lower price. Some people don't know how much whatever they're selling is really worth. So by you doing your research and your homework, you can know how much it's worth, and then you can get it for a way better price. So you make your money when you buy it. And then I did this same thing on Toyota cars, mostly Toyota Corollas and Toyota Camrys. When they're listed for around $4,000, $5,000, and if you can buy them for $2,500, $3,000, you have that area of a couple $1,000 profit that you can make by sending them the emails, sending them the text over sometimes a couple of days, couple of weeks. So basically, by offering them a lower amount, you're working on their psychology that, oh, what I have isn't as worth as much as I think it's worth. So by you offering a low price and they want a high price, they're like, oh, I guess it isn't as worth. I guess it isn't as worth as much as I thought. It isn't worth the $4,000. Somebody only wants to pay $2,000 for it. So you gradually work on their psychology to get a better price. So Toyota trucks and Toyota cars, you can absolutely do that. And then the third one was the trailers. So these are big enclosed trailers for 4-wheelers, ATVs, side-by-sides, snowmobiles, motorcycles, the big ones that have the enclosure. Sometimes they have the front that pops open, and you can drive the machines out of the front of the trailer and drive them in the back. But you can do the same thing where they're selling them for $7,000 and you can try to buy them for $5,000, or they're selling them for $8,000 and you can try to buy them for $5,000 or $4,000, and then you can turn around and sell them after you clean them up a little bit. You really can get a power washer, you can wash off the outside, You can clean out the inside really good with the power washer. You can do a little bit of like repainting if some of the black metal frame is a little rusted or bent up, a little bit out of shape just because of wear and tear and use. You can kind of do a little bit of a touch-up black paint job with just regular spray paint. And then you can turn around and sell the trailer for a good profit of $2,000 or $3,000 as well. So there's 3 easy ways to easily make, $2,000 per transaction, possibly, $3,000 per transaction, at least $1,000 per transaction, and you can do a couple a month. So easily making, $4,000 to $10,000 a month just buying Toyota trucks for a really good deal, Toyota cars for a really good deal, or the trailers for a really good deal. And then the fourth one is probably, I'll do a whole nother video on it, but I'll share it on this video as well, is you can actually go buy a mobile home that's a little bit older or quite a bit older, back in the 60s or 70s, and you can go in there and you can clean it all up, fix it up a little bit. You can do new paint, new carpet, whatever it takes to make it look a little bit nicer than it was, and then you can pay around like $5,000 for a mobile home, and you can turn around and you can do a seller financing for like $20,000 on it, where they pay you every month until that $20,000 is paid off, basically. So when you buy a mobile home, they're on somebody else's land, so there is a lot rent. So you want to know what the lot rent is, and then you can charge them, say let's say the lot rent is $300, and then they pay you $400 a month for 6 years or 7 years or 10 years or whatever it would be to get your total amount of $20,000 out, because that was the agreed upon price of you being the seller and offering the buyer seller financing. So the monthly payment that the new buyer would pay is about $700. $300 of that would go to the lot owner of the mobile home park. $400 would go to you. And then after the 10 years or whatever the time frame was where you collected your $20,000 in profit, then they keep the mobile home and they keep paying the lot rent, and then it's their mobile home now. So I actually did that twice back in, it was a little before 2008, 2009, I think it was around probably the end of 2007, 2008, where I found 2 mobile homes. One of them I hardly had to do anything, just went and cleaned it up a little bit and listed it for sale, and was able to get a buyer in there using seller financing, and I was able to collect, I think I did that one for around $15,000, and then the other one that I did, I still paid around the $5,000 price for it, and then turned around and resold it kind of on the same structure, where I'm collecting, $400 a month for 10 years. So I can't remember exactly how much it was that I collected, but you can do the math and see that you make a lot of money, a lot more money than the original $5,000 that you invested into the property. So thanks for watching the video. If you like it, hit the subscribe, hit the like, and we'll see you in the next video.